Welcome, Gemini, to your April 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Now, this month, I am seeing some very clear messages coming through for some of you. Now, remember, this is a general reading, so whatever resonates for you, take that on board, and what doesn't, just let that go because those messages aren't meant for you. Now, this month, I am seeing for some of you that there is perhaps a little bit of confusion when it comes to the situation that you are supposed to be going in. A bit of confusion regarding the direction that perhaps some of you should be going in, if that sounds a little clearer. This can have something to do with your career or something that you're passionate about, but you feel like there is some things that are hidden from you, or you're not seeing the complete picture when it comes to which direction you need to be going in. But I feel that in April, you are really asked to use your intuition. Keep an eye out or an ear out for little messages that come through for you subliminally or in your dreams, because you are going to have something that was hidden revealed to you in April. And as I mentioned, this could be something to do with your career. Now, for a lot of you, you will be in this position where you are having to decide which direction you want to go in regarding your work or something that you're passionate about. But if you look at the figure, the second card from the top left is the Two of Wands. And in this particular deck, you see two figures that are intertwined. Their tails or their clothing, however you want to look at it, they begin in the same place. And if you follow their tails up to their bodies, they are a direct mirror image of each other. And what this card traditionally talks about is two paths that could be opening up for you. And you are in a wonderful position. I really like this card because you are in that position to decide which direction your life goes in. You are required to make a choice. But don't be afraid, because there is no wrong choice when it comes to this situation. You are going to end up at exactly where it is you're supposed to be, regardless of the road that you take. Now, for a lot of you, you could be feeling left out in the cold a little bit. There could have been some significant financial struggles or issues for you. But one thing about the Five of Pentacles there is ask others for help. Ask others for guidance or direction or encouragement. Even though you're feeling like you're left out in the cold, you're not. And often in the traditional deck of the Five of Wands, you see two figures out in the snow, unwell, injured, but right behind them is a beautiful stained glass window from a church where light is streaming outside from within, and you can, or the figures can quite easily go into the church and ask for assistance and help, and they'll get everything that they need. So with the Five of Pentacles, although you might feel as if you've been struggling in some way, you have help around you. Don't feel like you've been left out in the cold, because you haven't. Now, also in April, I see a few of you feeling quite bored. It's almost like you're in a gilded cage. You have everything that you could possibly want, but you're bored with life. And really, it's almost like you've shut out the pleasures of the world and are in danger of becoming a little bit cynical. And when it comes to the Four of Cups, really the message with that is there's no real excuse for you to be bored with life. You have all of these wonderful avenues and directions and things around you. So even though you've got this feeling of discontent or isolation, um, you don't need to feel that way. And often, sometimes the Four of Cups can talk about petty desires. You don't see what it is that you have in front of you. You're not looking at the beautiful things that you've got within that little crystal dome. If you look at the card, she's got a beautiful place to sleep. She's safe and comfortable, but she's looking outside at the shells that are outside that she can't get to and wishing for those, when really if she just looked inside and saw what she had, she wouldn't need to be worried about the things that are out there. They're petty, that you don't need them to be happy. And I feel for a lot of you are going to be taking this on board, because you've got a brand new beginning here. Things that have been really troubling you, a lot of emotional, mental anguish here in the Ten of Swords, is you're letting that go and you are starting new. I feel like, whenever you have the Fool card there, which you've got, that is that card of being on a brand new adventure. You are marching to the beat of your own drum, Gemini, and no one can guide you better than your own heart. So you need to listen to your heart and go in the direction that you want to go in, rather than listening to what other people expect of you. And when you do that, you are going to be on a brand new journey. You're going to be having a wonderful, wonderful adventure. Your soul is going to progress, and you're just going to be doing things. You're going to be an individual and do things that are great for you. With that Ten of Swords energy, that is, a few cards have got that. So I'm feeling like April is going to be quite significant for a lot of people in terms of soul searching. The Ten of Swords is that feeling of like, oh, everything's ruined. But I feel like this, whenever you get the Ten of Swords, it talks about the end of a bad time. It's gotten as bad as it can get. You are just have had to cut your losses, grieve for those that you need to grieve for, but don't stay in a dark place for too long. Just gather the courage and begin again. And I really feel like this is what you are doing in April. You are just releasing all of that stuff that you feel like was a failure, and you're moving on. And I feel like you've got someone here, the Queen of Pentacles, perhaps, that is going to be coming in and helping you. Now, this traditionally is this card I would read as a Virgo, but this is a general reading, so this is any earth sign. This is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And also, this person could be someone from your past that is coming back in. And often this talks about somebody, you've got the Six of Cups there, which is nostalgia. You're thinking about the past. So for some of you, this pain that you are releasing in April can be related to this particular star sign. But this could be someone that's coming back from your past that you could now potentially be starting again with, or someone who was a friend in your past. You're now going to be entering into a new relationship with this person on a boyfriend girlfriend type relationship rather than just a friendship relationship. But the past does talk about, as I said, nostalgia, thinking about the things that, thinking back in to the things that made you happy and brought you joy, and really memories that are allowing you to remember who you are and what makes you happy, and letting others help you find yourself again. Now, this can also relate to your own children. So, this could be some pain, perhaps from a child, or some pain relating to one of your children that you are also able to release and allow this new beginning to happen for you. But you could also just be having some wonderful times with your children in April, really just having a new fresh start with them as well. And also, what this card often talks about is being like a child. Remember how it was when you were a kid, and have fun and just enjoy life. Have that, let that joie de vivre come back into your life. You know, you've got this Queen of Pentacles there, and that's someone who gives abundantly of all of life's sweetness. So that's someone who's really going to allow this person to come in and help you, if this is someone that's coming in to show you what life can be like again. Someone quite generous, quite motherly, and this isn't to do with the sex of the person either. This is non-gender specific. Yeah, just someone that's going to come in and remind you what life's all about. I feel Gemini. That's someone, it's lovely energy though. Now, your final card there from the Gateway Oracle deck is Embracing the Future. And this card, the affirmation for this card is, I step into the future with an open heart. And this is just so connected with that Fool card. You see the figure in the imagery there, standing in front of an open door with the beauty and wonder in front of her, the mountains, the valleys, the new life, the new future that is beautiful. Now, the meaning of this card is, what is expected in life tends to be realized. If you anticipate an amazing, joyous, healthy, prosperous future, this is more likely to occur for you than if you assume the worst. Expect the best. Be open for anything. Imagine your life filled with happiness. Your wondrous future is resting on the horizon and your soul shimmering and bright. The universe wants you to know today is yesterday's future, and in every moment you are creating your future. If you're patiently waiting for the future to bring you joy and contentment, your desired outcome may never arrive. But if you learn to create happiness now, your days will be filled with pleasure and bliss. It's great to have a dream. However, if you don't learn to find satisfaction in the meantime, you may not notice when your dreams come true. The purpose of life is not about manifesting your desires. It's about discovering the inner gifts of the heart and experiencing and sharing joy. Be happy now. Enjoy the journey as much as the destination. And that is such a beautiful message, Gemini. As I mentioned, I do feel like this is very much connected with that Fool card, but I do see it connected with that Four of Cups as well, where you're not really enjoying your life now. You are always looking to the future and wanting that other thing, that thing that's just out of your grasp. But you need to look around you and enjoy what it is you have. Make the decision to move forward. That energy of the Two of Wands that you've got. Which direction are you going to go in? And enjoy what you have right now, and then move forward to embrace the future that you can visualize and dream about, whilst still enjoying what it is that you have now and appreciating what it is that you have now as well, Gemini. So I hope that resonated with you. I'd love to hear your comments below if it did or if it didn't. Don't forget, I am offering that free mini reading for new subscribers. If you're into crystal jewelry as well, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are some beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off only, designed and made in Australia by an Australian designer. So have a wonderful April, Gemini, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.